Hi everyone, this is Kelly Angleton with Market Pro Realty. I am making this video today to kind of give you an update on the current market and maybe some options for some people that either don't think that it's a good time for them to buy or don't think it's a good time for them to sell. So I know there's a lot swirling around in the media about the current real estate market. For buyers, you've heard that the interest rates have went up. And for sellers, you've heard that the market has slowed, which is in itself, a conflicting bit of information on both parties. So for sellers, it is still a great time to sell. As you know, over the past 3 years since the COVID incident, we have had a housing market with not enough listings and, multiple offers, people that can't get a home because there's not enough homes to buy. And then, on the flip side, when you're selling, that's also kind of discouraging because once you sell your house, where are you going to go? So just to kind of clear some things up, yes, the interest rates have went up. I think the last I heard we're at 7% thereabout. But the rental prices have just went up so high. A normal 2-bedroom home is renting for anywhere from $800 to $850. And anything larger than that is even more expensive. I've heard some of the 3-bedroom homes are going for $1,000, $1,100, $1,200 in nice areas or desired areas. I mean, pretty much anything that isn't somewhere you would not want to live would be in that price range for a 3+ bedroom home. If you think about the money that you would spend on that rent, you could get a very nice home for that mortgage. I mean, $1,100, $1,200 a month, you're talking way over $100,000 house, even with the interest rates, at 7%, which is not historically super high. Back when our parents were buying houses, I've heard that in the 70s to 80s, the interest rate could be as high as, I think I heard 17%. So yes, it's high for our last 3 years, but it's not high historically. You have to look at the bigger picture. Where are you going to put your money? Renting $1,200 a month versus buying and building equity at $1,200 a month is just not in the same category. And then again, on the seller side, there are loan options that the mortgage industry has come up with to kind of take care of the issue of selling and not being able to buy. So historically, we could do a contingency, right? So you have a house to sell, you can be contingent upon buying your home for the sale of your previous home, which doesn't work so well in this current market with multiple offers. A seller doesn't want to take a contingent offer over a buyer that does not have a house to sell as a contingency to a purchase. So the mortgage industry has come up with options. One is called a bridge loan. So I've had several of my seller/buyers use this option. Basically, you have to have X amount of of equity in your current home. So if you've owned your home for the past 5 years, chances are you do have equity in your home, right? So we've had 40% increase in most areas. I can pull the exact statistics for, your location in Madison County, Macoupin County, St. Clair, Jersey, just example, Madison County. So you've gained 40% equity. If you've owned your home for more than 5 years, you're sitting on some good equity. So I'm kind of going off on a little tangent here, so the bridge loan, you can basically buy a home, still have your home to sell, buy the home first. You're not contingent. You have only one payment, which is interest only. but you don't have to pay 2 mortgage payments, right? So you're not stuck with 2 mortgages and you have just one payment. The good part about this is, once you buy a house, you are not going to have problems selling your house as long as you don't completely overprice it, right? You get it ready for sale. You do some things to make it more appealing, because the buyers in this market are educated. So they have been looking, chances are, for quite some time. They know when a house is overpriced. They know when a house is in bad condition. Our buyers are educated because they're waiting for the right property. And that's why you get multiple offers when you have a good pricing, a good quality of home that's in good repair. And realtors can help you through this. So I basically walk all my sellers depending on what, they're wanting to get out of their property. Now, some people I know don't have the money to put into it, to, do repairs, to paint, to stage, to do things like that. But either way, as long as you get the pricing right, even if you don't want to do a ton of repairs, you're not going to have a problem selling your house. We have more houses on the market now than we have in the past several years, but we are still so behind. We are so low on listings, and we have buyers that just need, good quality homes that it's not caught up. We're still way behind we're nowhere near a buyer's market. We're still in a heavily seller's market. So this big long video basically is telling you, don't wait. There is not going to be a housing crash. We don't have any of the elements that we did in 08, with the subprime lending, with no equity in homes. Now, I just told you that's not the situation. So 50% of the homes in the United States are paid for. So they don't owe anything, and then because the prices have went up so much, most people are not upside down. So we don't have that, foreclosure extravaganza that we did in 08. The people are simply selling their houses. So don't wait. If you're looking to buy, it's a great time. If you're looking to sell, there are options. There are things you can do to buy and sell and make it work. I think that just waiting and waiting, the prices are not coming down. They're only going to continue to appreciate. We're still appreciating at a higher rate than we ever were historically. So I will leave my contact information below, and I would be more than happy to help you if you're buying your first house, if you have to sell a house. Either way, there are things you can do to set yourself up so you make a better choice, you make a better decision. And, if you're renting simply for the fact that you've heard the interest rates are high, that's not going to change with housing prices. The interest rates hopefully will go back down, but you can always refinance. So what the lenders have been saying, marry the house, date the rate, right? So anyway, I'll leave my information below. Thank you.